Helen Yee here in California. Always great to be joined by the one and only Mr. Beneil Dariush. 恭喜发财. Happy Chinese New Year.
Yeah, happy Chinese New Year. I always can't remember if Filipino or Chinese, but I always remember you're tall, so most likely Chinese.
Always ate my vegetables.
There you go. That's what it is.
Well, first off, congratulations to impressive and dominant victory over Gamma in October. Now it's a new year, January. So ideally for you, what does a perfect 2023 look like?
Would be great to get like 3 good fights. Obviously, one of those fights has to be for the belt and some title defenses, ideally. But if not, I'd love to fight Charles, then the winner of Makhachev and Volkanovski, and then 1 title defense. That's an ideal year, but it never goes quite the way you want it, I guess.
But I do see a lot of fans. I mean, they're trying to campaign for you to get that title shot. You're riding an 8-fight win streak, so I'm sure the fans want to know, what's it going to take?
I will say this is the first time I've had so much support. So I do appreciate the fans. And, man, if the fans can't do it, I don't know if anybody can. So we'll just keep doing our thing and just keep knocking them out. And hopefully it all figures itself out.
Your daughter, she's growing so big.
Touch his papa.
She's running away.
I guess she's camera shy for once. This is new. Or actually, she saw the phone. That's what it was. You can't beat a phone.
But last time in our interview, she was mopping the floor.
Yeah, I don't know why. Like, I've never made her mop stuff. And then the other day they got her like these toys that are like mops and whatever. Yeah, they're right there actually. I don't know what that's all about. Why they're trying to turn my daughter into a maid. Alba, besa telefon. Touch his papa. Telefon manchi. Yeah, ta bes majana. Ta. Look at that. She's so shy.
And she has good dancing skills though.
She's got skills. I showed you some videos from Abu Dhabi. She's really having a good time.
Oh, you're such a great father.
Oh, thank you. Daddest man on the planet. I think I got that one. I don't care about the belt, but that one I have for sure. In Abu Dhabi, I took her with me to the fights. Everybody's like, oh, you're crazy. Actually, the funniest thing was with the fighters, because I have her with me in the hotel, and like I'm pretty much babysitting. Not babysitting because she's mine, but like I'm taking care of her all the time except when I'm training. And the fighters were looking at me like, what's wrong with this guy? Is he just here to collect the paycheck? Wait, how's that set? That's my job. They were looking at me like, this guy's crazy. He's just here to collect a paycheck, He can't be serious. Like, he's got his daughter. He's cutting weight with her and whatever. But, like, they always say, like, you have to, like, leave your family and you got to do this to, like, get, like, primal and have these instincts. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? Like, fighting's easy. Try being a dad. That stuff's hard. So as far as that stuff goes, it's all crap. If you're not lazy, you could be a good dad and you could be a great fighter. And I'm going to keep proving that.
Yeah, definitely. And we'll see more of that here in 2023, right?
That's right. She'll be at the next fight, and then she'll have a sister here. So her sister will be at the next fight. Actually, that'll be interesting. 2 babies now.
2 girls, 2 daughters.
Yeah, 2 princesses at my fights. Now I'm trying to figure out, because it was our first time doing this with the baby, and we're like, how are we gonna do this? How are you gonna sleep? How are you gonna like the day of the fight and stuff like that? And I was like, well, I'll just go sleep over in the other rooms, because we had multiple rooms, and every night I ended up just taking her back to the room, and I would just fall asleep and she'd fall asleep, and that would be it. And everybody's like, bro, are you taking this seriously? I was like, I promise you I'm taking this seriously. This is how I stay relaxed and sleep better too.
Yeah. And you're proving it in the octagon, right? 8-fight win streak. I saw that you tell the Schmo about what's going on with the situation, with Charles Oliveira and also Dustin Poirier. But you just mentioned that you would also like to fight the winner of Islam and Alex Volkanovski. And Alex seems to be an underdog going into this fight. So in your opinion, what do you think the keys to victory are for him?
I think one thing Alex has to really focus on is the feints. If you watch Makhachev, he does everything basic, but he's so good at the basics, and he hides a lot of his takedowns and strikes behind his feints. So if he could figure out the feints, and he can also use his own feints, which he has very good feints as well. So if he could do that, that's going to be the first step to nullifying Makhachev's takedown game. And if he could do that, then the striking battle is going to be pretty good. I think he has a better chance in the striking, obviously. So but Makhachev can strike, so it's just a hard fight all around.
So no matter what, do you still favor Islam over Alex?
Yeah, and I was watching some interviews because it's my division. Obviously, I want to know what's going on, and I think he was talking about being like 175 and weighing, or he's 170 or wants to weigh 170 the day of the fight. And I got to be honest with you, he's going to be giving up a lot of weight. I've heard different things, but I've heard Makhachev is like over 180. I've even heard some people say 190, which I don't believe, but I've heard he's really big fight day, which makes a difference.
But does it surprise you to hear that Khabib won't be in his corner and he's kind of stepped away from MMA, at least for the time being, to focus on his family?
Surprise, yes. But as far as do I agree with it? I agree with it 100%. I actually have much more respect for Khabib for doing that, because man, you spend too much time away from your family and it starts to get easier to get away from them. That's when things start to go wrong. So I think him spending time with his wife, with his kids, this is so important.
And lastly, Conor McGregor on Instagram tonight kind of alluded to the fact that he may be coaching the Ultimate Fighter, and he got offered to. Who do you think he'll coach against?
If that's actually happening, that's good. He can go and do the Ultimate Fighter, and the guy just, he misses being a fighter. He wants to be relevant. I get it. It's funny because we all want, like, if you look at it, all the fighters want to be like him. They want to make the money. I bet you he would give up all his money to come back and be a champion. It's such a weird place for him to be. But I think probably Michael Chandler is the guy they're going to put him against. Michael speaks well. Conor, obviously, he speaks well and is really witty. So it would make a good show. It would get good ratings. That would be a smart way to go with the Ultimate Fighter, which I don't know how it's doing right now.
For the fans who can't wait to watch for your return and to fight for the title in 2023, what would you like to let them know?
It's going to be a great year. I could feel it. Shmo was saying I'm negative. I'm not negative. I'm just being real, but I have a feeling it's going to be a really good year.
And should the fans tweet and tag UFC to get you that title shot?
Put some pressure on Dana, man. I don't know what I got to do. Put some pressure on Dana, and hopefully we get a title shot. But at the same time, if we get Charles. I just want to know what is going on. They told me before, they've mentioned March, they said April, and now they're talking about May. So I just want a date. I want to make sure he shows up to the fight, and I want to have a great fight.